We have something special today. Look at this, female Furies. I almost want to call them female Furries. Maybe I should because it's funnier. So somebody showed me this on Twitter. And I'm like, what is this? It's in a 6-issue new miniseries starring all the whammons of DC's Apocalypse. This is terrible. It's all about, we'll get into it, but it's all about women wanting equal rights on Apocalypse. That's pretty much the entire story. It's really, really bad. Really bad. So it starts off, anything you can do, I can do, bleeding. It's so bad. It's cringy bad, too. Man, you're bad. Bad, Cecil. Bad. So, okay, so we get treated to a backstory. First off, we learn why Granny runs the daycare. And so we see the old Granny or whatever, and she's like throwing fits and being hysterical. And Darkseid's like, my loyal right hands, we have need for the eternal victory. Says, goodness, stay here and clean up. We would talk of your future when I return. And he's like, as you command. He's like, later that night. Battle makes me hungry for what food cannot fill. Come here, goodness. It's like, I don't understand. You will have power in my new reign, but you must give yourself to me completely. No, I do as I say. Rise higher than anyone else. Refuse, and you will find yourself back with the lowest of the low. And so, of course, he uses his job to take advantage of her. What could they possibly be hinting at here? I have no idea. And then he's like, you're in charge of the orphanage. And people are like, yeah, that's whammon's work. Oh, that may be so, goodness, but you're the only one of us suited to do women's work. And then she runs the nursery. So then she's like, I want my team that's really good, the best of the whammons, to be like integrated into your armies. And they're like, we need to inspect them close. And the whole time they're like talking about the women's curves. Like Ray's like, her curves leave nothing to the imagination. And he's like, oh, she smells so good. And then they're like, proceed to part 2. What do you think part 2 could possibly be for the women getting into the army? Well, if you guessed Bake Off, you're totally right. Then they judge it. Then, evening gowns. Smile contest. And then they're like, we want to have a private inspection, which of course is sex. So then this guy's like, oh, I would like to have her for private tutoring. So guess how he trains her? Butt grab, boob grab, trying to pull him closer, grabbing her butt again. You was lovely. You are lovely. I think that I have learned what I need for this most basic. I decline further instruction. You'll come back again, or I'll have you demoted. I mean, what could you possibly be commenting on, DC Comics? I have no idea. So then this guy shows up out of nowhere. I guess he's Steppenwolf's bastard, they say. And of course, he wants to have sex with him, so they kill him. And then they dump his body off into a pit. This is bad. Like the pacing and the storytelling, like cringe and social commentary aside, were terrible. But literally the entire book, they're talking about how they want to be equal in the army and want to have more power and more, standing. And I'm just so confused to why this exists. Why does this exist? Like, who are you marketing this book to? Because that fandom audience doesn't exist. Like, I think Marvel has proven that. And now, like, DC's like, let's just jump in on that gravy train that Marvel's running of no money, I don't quite understand it. And you're not doing the predatory practices of $5 for that first issue like they do with theirs. No, you're just putting this out because you think this is going to sell. I can't wait to see the sales on this. I'm so excited for next month's Comic-Con numbers now, just to know how bad this book sold. Because this is the cringiest of cringe. Wait till Zach does the review. This is gonna be a good one. Because, you know, in today's world of comics, how can we help comic book stores? Why? Let's give them a book, you know, on the Woman's March, on quality, pay gap, women being used as objects at the workplace. It's just stupid. No one wants to read a comic like this. And it's not even like, it doesn't even seem like they're trying to do good, like a good story with it. It's just in your face from the first issue of the book. It's quite ridiculous. So this is quite shiat, and I wish I could just, because the whole book's bad. I'm like coming to this review and I don't know quite how to do it because the entire book is bad. And I wanted it to go over everything. So this would be a good like live stream and then delete the live stream. And I think I'm going to do that. I don't know when. Maybe I'll try and get Tug and we'll do a live stream on this book because this is bad. But, you know, of course, because I'll do the live stream, I'll have to delete it because going over the entire book is copyright. So let's get rid of this.